Rex Tillerson is our Secretary of State. He was the former CEO of Exxon Mobil. Now I've been telling you for a long time that he was put in to that position because of a deal that the Russian government cared a lot about. It was a deal between Rosneft, which is the huge oil and gas company in Russia, and Exxon Mobil. They were going to explore a portion of Russian, it's mainly the seas, as you'll see in a second, above Russia. And it was a $500 billion deal on paper. The proceeds were supposed to net out the revenue overall from the oil that they would get there, $9 trillion. Absorb that number. That is not 9 million, that is not 9 billion, that is 9 trillion. So that's a lot of money at stake, and why Russia cares so much about this. So that's why Donald Trump, out of nowhere, picked the CEO of Exxon Mobil to be our Secretary of State, which makes no sense at all. So they wanted to lift the sanctions so Exxon Mobil could go forward with that deal with Rosneft. Now it didn't work out because Congress said, hell no. Senate, for example, voted 98-2 to maintain those sanctions and even add more sanctions on top. Now, Trump has not put the new sanctions into place, but he can't lift the old sanctions, so those are still in place. But then the second thing happened, oil prices dropped, making that really expensive exploration not as worth it economically as it used to be. So today the news is Exxon Mobil has canceled that deal. Which is gonna lead to my prediction in a second, but first let me give you the full context here. Go to the Wall Street Journal. Mr. Tillerson touted the agreement as a breakthrough, giving Exxon access to one of the world's greatest unexplored oil and gas basins. This was back when they made the deal. The company reportedly spent about $700 million to drill the first well, likely making it the most expensive ever. It struck oil, according to Rosneft, but further exploration was halted because of US sanctions imposed by the Obama administration following Russia's intervention in Ukraine in 2014. In case you were wondering why Russia supports Donald Trump and the Republican Party and not the Democrats. Both Obama and Hillary Clinton were in favor of those sanctions, and the Russians had 9 trillion reasons why they didn't want the Democrats in charge in America. So now, why does Exxon care so much? Well, for similar reasons. The joint venture between Exxon and Rosneft included exploration in the Kara Sea, as well as other collaborative efforts in Russia. And the US Exxon funded the exploration work entirely, earning a 33.3% stake in any discoveries. So if they were gonna have 9 trillion in revenue, I can do the quick math for you on that. That's $3 trillion on the line. So everybody that was involved in that deal desperately wanted that deal to go through. Hence a lot of the drama that we have seen about Trump and the Russian collusion, I believe. So, but now Exxon's saying, we're done. We can't reverse a 98-2 vote from the Senate. Besides which, at these oil prices is not worth it. So the company said it would formally begin to withdraw from the Rosneft joint ventures this year, taking a $200 million loss after taxes. So look, $200 million is significant, that's painful, and that's why they didn't want to let it go. But given the amount of money they could have made, it's a drop in the bucket. So they just cut their losses at this point. But they could come back to it, and in fact, the Russians in the Wall Street Journal article kept saying, no, you never know, we're open to doing it again. And I wondered, and so you might have wondered, why didn't the Russians just do the deal with someone else? Why do they want to bother going into so much trouble and making sure? There's a recent story that just came out a couple of days ago about how the Russians apparently back-channeled to Trump, this is what Mueller's investigating at least, that they did not want Mitt Romney as Secretary of State. He had some tough rhetoric against Russia. They wanted their friend, and that is literal. Rex Tillerson is a friend of Vladimir Putin, has gotten a medal from him, is a very good friend of the guy who runs Rosneft. They used to go biking together. Picturing him on bicycles going up a hill, motorcycles. Anyway, and so they wanted their friend in that position to lift the sanctions. Again, that didn't work out. But why Exxon? Well, experts say it is unlikely that Rosneft will be able to find another company able to step into Exxon's role, either due to European sanctions or a lack of technical capabilities to drill offshore wells. So one more piece of context on that. Russia's federal budget relies on oil and gas sales for around 1/3 of its revenues. Without technology from partners such as Exxon, Russia will struggle to access those resources. So if you're wondering why Russia went through all that effort, I told you 9 trillion, but look, it's a third of their federal budget. It is gigantic. What wouldn't you do for a third of your federal budget? And that is why I believe, and I have maintained from day one, that that is what all of this collusion is about. It's not about trifling Twitter impressions and 21 Tumblr accounts. This was the deal they were concerned about. So now, as usual, I have a fun prediction for you guys, and I will say it ahead of time, and you'll get to see if I'm right or wrong. I believe Rex Tillerson will leave the administration very soon. So tick-tock, tick-tock. Now that the Exxon Mobil deal is not going to happen with Rosneft, he has no reason to stay. The whole point of him going there was to lift the sanctions and do this deal. Now, they're gonna start handing out indictments soon at the Trump White House. Anyone with 2 bits of sense is running for the hills. Hope Hicks is gone, McMaster's leaving. Obviously, Gary Cohn just left. Everybody had a different agenda. Gary Cohn's agenda was pass trillions of dollars in tax cuts for the rich and for huge corporations like Goldman Sachs, where he worked. Rex Tillerson wanted huge deals for ExxonMobil, where he worked. Now that he's not going to get that, he's going to leave. And at the time, they will say, "Oh no, he wants to spend more time with his family, and he disagreed with Trump on some trifling issue that's not really the issue at hand." But he is gone. He's gone because Exxon's not doing the deal anymore. This is how corruption works. You just watched the video by the Young Turks, the home of the revolution. If you'd like to get the full show, come join us and become a member. tytnetwork.com/join.